Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mike here at Rogue Comics, and for the next 18 minutes, hopefully, maybe, I'm going to try to squeeze it in because there is a lot of stuff coming out tomorrow, but this will be your sneak peek for tomorrow's new comic book day releases for August 27th, 2019. So, you know what? Let's get it started, shall we? There we go. Up first, as always, is DC, and I won't even go over why I do it, but here it is. This is Action Comics number 1014, continuing the Year of the Villain, Dark Gifts. There's cover A, and here is cover B. This one here is by Ben Oliver. Batgirl number 38 is up next, and here is the cardstock variant cover, I believe this is Josh Middleton. I could be wrong, but probably not. Here is Batman number 35 by Chris Stevens. This is, I actually don't know what's going on in this book, but yeah, it's a variant and it's by Chris Stevens. Here is Batman Curse of the White Knight number 2. This one here is cover A. And here is cover B, both by Sean Murphy, I believe. Batman Superman number 1. This is the Batman cover. And here is the Superman cover. See, you put them together, you get one cover. See that? Or you could just do this one here, which is the variant. I believe, I want to say it's by Lionel Francis Yu. I could be wrong. It looks a little like him. Then again, remember, little tiny screens here. Batman Who Laughs gets a hardcover, and that will be out tomorrow, as well as Books of Magic number 11. Detective number 1010 is up next, as well as the variant cover, which I don't think I wrote down. No, I did. It is by Brian Hitch. Dial H for Hero. This is the final issue of this 6-issue miniseries right there. I don't know if it's coming back or not, but this is the final issue. Here is The Flash. Okay. Here is The Flash, number 77. This is the regular cover, and here is the variant cover. I didn't write down who this is by, but it looks pretty cool. Freedom Fighters, number 8, keeps chugging along. And this is number 8 of a 12-issue miniseries. Harley Quinn, Breaking Glass. This is a graphic novel by Steve Pugh, P-U-G-H. I don't know, but actually Mariko Tamaki is the one that handles the writing. Steve just handles the art. Here is the second in the facsimile, the DC's facsimile editions. This is House of Secrets number 92, and this is famous or infamous for being the first appearance of Mr. Thing, Swamp Thing, if you're nasty. Justice League number 30 is right there, beginning the Justice/Doom War. And here is cover B. This one is, I didn't write it down, but it looks like it might be Francis Manapul, maybe? Kind of? It does look like. You know what, we'll just say it's him. Justice League Dark gets a cover by Guillaume March, and Clayton Crane handles the variant cover for this excellent Man-Bat cover right there. Martian Manhunter is up next. This is issue number 8 of 12. And here is cover B by Josh Middleton. Red Hood Outlaw number 37 is up next, followed by the variant cover by Philip Tan. Terrifics number 19 is right here. And here is the B cover, which I don't think I wrote down who did it. Nope, I didn't. Sorry. And last but not least, here is Wonder Woman number 77. This is the regular cover. And here is the gorgeous Jenny Frison variant for that issue. Up next is Marvel right there. And this week we get Absolute Carnage number 2, thankfully. Hopefully it's as good as issue number 1 was. And I cannot honestly believe those words are coming out of my mouth, because as I was telling customers that would come in to buy this and the assorted tie-ins is that Carnage is my second least favorite character in the Marvel Universe. But number 1 was good. Here is Lethal Protectors. This is issue number 1 right there. Apparently, Carnage is going to be going after Iron Fist and eventually Misty Knight, which is issue number 2, I believe. Absolute Miles Morales, number 1 of 3. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's see. Lethal Protectors is also a 3-issue miniseries, so that's good. Amazing Spider-Man, number 28, is up next. And it looks like Spidey's got his hands full, or rather, Kingpin has his hands full. Amazing Spider-Man Venom. I don't know why it's called Amazing Spider-Man Venom, because technically it's Amazing Spider-Man number 300, but I can tell you that this is in 3D. And if X-Men number 1 was any indication, then I'm pretty sure Todd's artwork is really suited for the 3D process. So the X-Men number 1 by Jim Lee, that one definitely 3D definitely accentuated Jim Lee's artwork. Avengers number 23 is up next, and I believe it's either tying up the thing with the Ghost Rider or it's beginning something. I can't read what the text says. The text right in front of the I don't even know who the hell that is. As you can tell, I'm not really reading the Avengers. Black Panther number 15 is up next. Please bring T'Challa back to Earth. I mean, it still looks like Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda. And now it looks like Storm's there, too. Ugh. Captain America number 13 is up next with a gorgeous Alex Ross cover. Oops, why did I do that? Doctor Strange is here. And looks like Mark Waid is still writing it. I can't tell who the artist is, although it could be Saiz. Fantastic Four, Yancey Street, right there. This is, I believe, a one-shot. It's issue number 1. So if it's a one-shot, there'll only be one issue. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 11 is up next. And it looks like Mary Jane will be putting on the costume, either for the issue or just the cover. And I'm okay with either. House of X number 3. We are at the halfway point as far as the Jonathan Hickman X era is concerned. Marvel Comics number 1000 will be released tomorrow, and there are a crap ton of variants, which you will see when I get to the Marvel variants section portion of this broadcast. But right now, I'm just going to show you the A cover right there by Alex Ross. Also, there will be some boxes featuring Carnage, Absolute Carnage right there. Marvel Monsters number 1 also comes out tomorrow, as well as Marvel Team Up number 5, which I didn't exactly read it, but I think Bleeding Cool is saying that this is the final issue, maybe? I do not know. Same thing with Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. This is issue number 46. Power Pack Grown Up number 1. Now let me tell you, I don't know exactly what Louis Simonson and June Brigman have in store for this issue. All I know is I'm glad those two are doing Power Pack again, because let me tell you, back in the day, Power Pack was really, really good. Really good. And you know what? I'm okay with saying that. Runaways number 24 is up next, followed by the recently announced to be getting a TV show, She-Hulk. This is annual number 1, which ties in with the other acts of evil. I don't remember what the other 2 were, but I'm pretty sure I might have the other 2. Sad to see this go. This is Spider-Man Life Story, issue number 6. This is the final issue by Chip Zdarsky. And yeah, as I said, very sad to see it go. Spider-Man Velocity number 1 begins a new 5-issue miniseries in the Gamerverse. Star Wars General Hux. This is for the Age of Resistance. He gets his own one-shot, and it looked like maybe Kylo will be there, or at least Kylo's mask. One of the two, or maybe both. Poe Dameron also gets a one-shot for the Age of Resistance. Galaxy's Edge sees the 5th of 5 issues in this 5-issue miniseries. I believe this is Tommy Lee Edwards doing the art, handling the art right there. Lost Stars graphic novel. This is volume 2, and I believe it's only 2 issues or 2 volumes. And of course, as it says in the upper left-hand corner, cover not final. Thanks, guys. Thanos, number 5 of 6, is up next. This would be the, say it along with me, kiddies, penultimate issue of Thanos. The final issue of Thor is right here. This is issue number 16. And up next for Jason Aaron and Esad Ribic is King Thor. But right now, here is the final issue right there, on sale tomorrow. Venom number 17, an Absolute Carnage tie-in, is up next. And anybody who comes in and buys any Marvel product whatsoever, be it new or old or whatever, gets one of these bad boys here. This is the Marvel Previews. This is volume 4, number 26, for those of you keeping count there. And it features the New Mutants on the cover right there. As for variants, as I said, Marvel is always overflowing with variants. We begin with a ton of Absolute Carnage variants, ranging from third printings. This is the third printing for issue number 1, to the Chris Anka Cult of Carnage variant for Absolute Carnage number 2, as well as the Marco Checchetto Young Guns variant for issue number 2. Here is the John Tyler Christopher action figure variant for issue number 2. The Kyle Holtz connecting variant cover for Absolute Carnage number 2. Ron Lim variant for Absolute Carnage number 2. And finally, the Marcos Martin Codex variant for Absolute Carnage number 2. Absolute Carnage Lethal Protectors also gets a variant. This is the Smallwood, Greg Smallwood connecting variant, as well as Miles Morales getting in on the variant game with this awesome Javier Garron Young Guns variant cover, as well as the Emanuela Lupacchino Codex variant for Miles. Oh, and there's also a DNA variant for Miles. Amazing Spider-Man number 26 gets a second printing variant by Kev Walker, I believe. Amazing Spider-Man number 28 gets a variant cover, Bring on the Bad Guys, by Bengal. Humberto Ramos handles the art duties for Marvel's 80th frame variant for Amazing Spider-Man number 28. And Russell Dauterman handles the frame variant duties for Avengers number 23. Mike McCone does a Bring on the Bad Guys variant for Avengers number 23. And Ryan Benjamin handles the Bring on the Bad Guys variant duties for Black Panther number 15. Emanuela Lupacchino does Cap right there for the Marvel 80th frame variant for Captain America number 13. And Patrick Zurcher does this really cool Red Skull Bring on the Bad Guys variant for Captain America 13. Chip Zdarsky handles the art duties for Daredevil number 8. This is the second printing right there. Doctor Strange number 18. This is Alan Davis doing the Marvel's 25th tribute variant, which is weird because I think Alex Ross handled all of those. But Marcos Martin, possibly. It just says Martin, so I'm going to assume it's Marcos. Does Bring on the Bad Guys variant for Doctor Strange number 18. Stonehouse, don't know his first name, but he or she, I should say, handles the duties for the Fantastic Four. For Yancey Street number 1 right there. Fearless number 1 gets a second printing, and it says it's by Carnero, which could possibly be that. It is, I know, a panel from the interior of issue number 1, so there you go. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is up next, and I'd like to tell you who it is. And oh, it's Greg Hildebrandt. There we go. And this is issue number 11. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 7, Poor Rocket, gets a second printing right there. History of the Marvel Universe, number 1. This is, I believe, a second printing. Yes, it is a second printing. House of X, number 3. This is the Asrar connecting variant cover. Here is the John Tyler Christopher action figure variant with an action figure for Maggot, which I never thought I would see. Dekal character, Dekal character decades variant. Huddleston does this variant here, which for some reason it doesn't say exactly what it is. It just says Huddleston, so let me see, move it up a little. Yeah, Huddleston variant. That's weird. But it is Emma, and it looks actually pretty cool. And last for this this segment is House of X, the Sarah Pichelli. They said Pichelli. I heard it in a video, so I'm used to saying Pichelli, but Pichelli. Flower variant for House of X issue number 3. But wait, there's more. There's more variants. Did you think that was all the variants that Marvel was going to do? Silly people. Here we have the Scotty Young variant for House of X number 3. Here is the Clayton Crane variant for Marvel. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we are getting into the Marvel Comics number 1000 portion of our broadcast, and this is the 1 in 50 Clayton Crane variant. Here is the Mike Allred 60s variant, the Karay Andrews Decade variant, Mark Bagley 2000s variant, Jen Bartel variant. Here is the Blank variant, Mark Brooks 40s variant, Garson Collage variant, Greg Hildebrandt, and I believe, oh, it doesn't say what it is, damn it. Oh, I guess it's just the Greg Hildebrandt variant. This gorgeous Ron Lim 90s variant, Ed McGuinness variant right there, and I'm glad, thank you Ed for fitting in Rogue. If you look right underneath where the space is, the open space, underneath the Hulk, Rogue is right there. And here is the Greg Smallwood 70s variant, featuring all the monsters and supernatural characters you could shake a stick at. The Tedesco 80s variant. And last but not least, as far as the Marvel Comics number 1000 variants are concerned, this is the Scotty Young variant. Marvel Comics Presents number 6 gets a 3rd printing. Please stop the madness. Marvel Monsters number 1 gets a variant from Superlog. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 1 gets a 4th printing. Thank you. Need some more of those. And I was not being facetious. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 2 gets a 3rd printing. Power Pack Grow-Up gets 2 variants here. I wish I could pronounce this last name, but I can't, so I'm just going to show you the cover. That's cover A, and there, well, that's cover B, I guess, and here is cover C. This is the Lubera variant. She-Hulk Annual number 1 gets a John Tyler Christopher connecting cover variant. Silver Surfer Black number 1 gets a 4th printing variant by Tradmore. There is also a 2nd printing variant for Silver Surfer Black number 2, also by Moore. And actually this one looks cool. Of course it's sideways, you'd have to tilt your head to the side. Spider-Man Velocity number 1 gets a Gabrielle Delato variant, which is weird. I don't know if this is a ratio variant or not. Spider-Man Velocity, here is the Weight Retro Game variant. Thanos number 5 gets a Yoon Bring on the Bad Guys variant. Valkyrie Jane Foster gets a 2nd printing. This one is by Russell Dauterman. And I believe it's like it looks like a design variant. And last but not least, as far as variants are concerned and Marvel is concerned, this is Venom number 17, the Sung Han Yoon Bring on the Bad Guys variant. And that, my friends, are variants for Marvel. So, bringing up the rear, and to end this pretty lengthy broadcast, is the independent books. And we start with the Disney Afternoon Giant number 6, featuring Chippendales Rescue Rangers. And you know what? Why not? Why not? DuckTales Science and Science number 1, I guess. This is cover A right there. And it's a miniseries, a 3-issue miniseries. Followed by Ice Cream Man number 14. Here is cover A. and this is cover B, of course in black and white, as you can see. Invader Zim, number 46, cover A. Cover B. Jughead Hunger versus Vampironica, number 4. Here is cover A. This is cover B. And lastly, there is cover C. R.L. Stine, this is Just Beyond. And apparently the subtitle, I can't see what it says. Oh, well, it's The Scare School. There's something underneath it. I think it's the artist. But this is an R.L. Stine book. And remember back in the old days when, like, you know, scary things like this would be, you know, what somebody was scared of, you know, in school or something, instead of, you know, getting shot up and stuff like that like we have today. It's kind of scary, isn't it? R.L. Stine should tap into that market. Mary Shelley, Monster Hunter, number 5, is up next, followed by the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is issue number 42, and this is the foil Montez variant. Mountainhead, number 1. This is cover A. I don't know exactly what this book is about. All I know is I think it's pretty cool, and I can't wait to read it. I definitely like it because of the art, so definitely looking forward to it. Red Sonja, Vampirella, Betty, and Veronica, number 4, is right here. This is the Hack variant. This is cover B. And here is cover C, I believe by Braga. I can't remember her first name, but this is cover C. Here is cover D by Dan Parent. Rick and Morty number 53, cover A, is up next, followed by cover B. Sonic the Hedgehog number 20. Here is cover A, and here is cover B. Steven Universe number 31, cover A, is up next, followed by cover B. Looks like it's got all the gems there. Stranger Things 6, the final issue, number 4, is right here, cover A. Cover B by Christian Ward. And here is cover C. Not sure who this is by. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 96 gets a second printing, which is right there, City at War Part 4. And City at War Part 5, I guess, drops the same day, issue number 97. I don't know who did this cover, but I do know who did this one. This is Kevin Eastman, and this is cover B right here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder in Hell, number 4. Here is cover A, and there is cover B. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends, number 16, is right there. There's cover B. Tommy Gun Wizards, number 1, by Christian Ward. And hopefully he handles the art duties too. But there's another name on there. Sammy, I can't see it. It's very small. But looks like he might be handling art duty. Who knows? But we'll see. There is cover A. And there is cover B by Declan Shalvey. And finally, bringing up the rear for all of this stuff for this tremendous week of comics is Bruce Lee. With this action figure right here with him in his iconic yellow jumpsuit. And there you go. That's it. This is everything that is dropping tomorrow. And I thank you if you've made it this far, 23 minutes, going on 24 minutes into this broadcast. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube, then please like, and there is a subscribe, and there's a bell there where you can get notified when I do upload videos, whether they be this or I keep threatening to do other videos, but I don't know, baby steps here. As you can see, there's a moving background there now and all that, so taking little steps here and there. But yeah, so if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel and like, and then hit the bell for the notifications. Hopefully that works. If you are still watching this on Facebook, thank you for making it this far. Please consider liking and sharing this video broadcast. And at almost 25 minutes, I'm going to end it here. So I hope everybody has a good new comic book day tomorrow. And for my locals, I will see you tomorrow. Take care.